Hey everybody, it's Araminta, Minty, giving you an update. Today is December 5th. Well, probably technically December 6th because it's probably after midnight. Rough day, very rough day. Dealt with some family issues and just having a rough day physically, not being able to get around. Well, I guess I'm just going to put it out there. My dad and I are not getting along, and I feel very distant and like he doesn't care. Hold on, bring this closer. And so, since we're not getting along, and he hasn't really talked to me, it all stems from me having a GoFundMe account. I guess he heard I was sick or something, I don't know, because he really doesn't, he's not the type that calls a lot or is really involved. So, I hadn't talked to him about it, and he messaged me and saying, everybody's tight, times are tight, and, and I'd never, and I will say, I've never asked my dad for anything in my life. Never asked him for money, never asked him for anything. I mean, if he supported me, that was great, and I loved it, but even if he didn't, I always just did it on my own. So when I got that message, it was kind of like I was shocked because I wouldn't think that he would assume that even though I haven't messaged him or asked him or told him anything about it, that I would want money. But I made it clear in the message. I said, never asked you for any money, never asked you for anything. But since you've mentioned it, can you please share my fundraiser, which is on GoFundMe? And got no response. Noticed he hadn't really done anything with it. So I messaged him and said, well, I guess that's something you can't do. And he said, well, they just don't support me in that decision to use one. And so basically my father's support is private, or that's it. He can't do anything. And then during this time I had messaged a West Lane church because my dad's a West Lane minister. Although he's retired, he spent a lot of years with them. And being that I'm an ordained minister, I went to the church of my background, where I grew up, and asked for help. And after they spoke with my dad, they no longer would respond or have anything to do with me. And this is a church. So tonight was a phone call of confrontation and trying to explain things that he really couldn't explain. It's just horrible. It feels like I don't have a mom that's there. My mom left a long time ago. My mom was never my friend. My mom was never anything to me. She just never really liked me. And she was very abusive. I mean, this is not a shock to anyone, I'm sure. But I always thought somehow I had a connection with my dad. And it's kind of life altering when you realize that you can only have this facade of a relationship with your father. Because when it comes down to the nitty gritty and the deep stuff, it's not available. So that's I've been crying, kind of upset about that. Then I've been in a lot of pain, and I have a doctor appointment tomorrow morning at 9, but I don't think I'm going to be able to go because I don't drive. I can't drive, and so since we've gotten rid of the car, because I couldn't risk just deciding I'm just going to do it and risk other people's lives from all the meds and stuff I'm on, we got rid of our car. And so we are at the mercy of whenever a taxi company can come out here, and the Dialer Ride, which is Straits Regional Ride, which they are not really keen on coming out this far. It's 7 miles out of town. And they said we have to work around their schedule, which is Tuesdays and Thursdays, but we'd have to get picked up at like 7 in the morning, and technically they really don't want to take us back till 3 in the afternoon, which for me is too much. So, needless to say, that sucks. So I'm going to be rescheduling my doctor appointment, which I really need to go to because I've been in the ER so many times. But hopefully they have something the rest of the week, because if not, kind of screwed. Anyway, so I'm just dealing with a lot of stuff today. Very rough. And realizing you don't have a lot of friends. Ugh, I'm so lonely. I'm lonely for friends and for a friendship. I mean, I have Brian, he's my life partner, my companion, my best friend. But there's something about having a girlfriend that is your kind of like your link to life. I guess just social life in general is just non-existent. So, I mean, especially now, because the only time we go into town is when we have to run in quick, and we don't really ever hear from anybody or see anybody. Like I haven't left the house in probably 5 days, 6 days. I don't know. Because I had Brian go the last 2 times to town because he gets more of the claustrophobia where I'm just depressed. So that's my life. I pray every day that someday someone will find a way to cure what I got going on. And if not, I hope that if I do die, that my struggle, and by using this as a outlet for what I've dealt with, may help someone else survive it. Because I know you can't pee blood and have all these 500 to 600 sugars and all that and expect to live a long life. It just doesn't work out. And now with all the fluid retention and having to be on a water pill and stuff like that, it's pretty evident that my body's not doing very well. And I just want to get better, and I don't know if it's possible. So, that's my video for today. Please subscribe to my channel if you can, or if you want to. I'll try to post an update every day or so. Some days are like this, really late in the day, early the next day when I get one out, but it's the best I can do with, hey, I got a shower today, yay! Yeah, it sucks. But I am alive today, which is good, right? Yeah. All right, well, everybody, thanks for listening. Thanks for understanding and being a connection to the real life out there that I am lacking in reality, because it's the only connection I will have for a while with social life. I appreciate you listening, and if you have any comments or ideas of how to work through stuff with family or anything, or if you just want to message me, and that would be fine too. Hope you all have a great December 6th. Bye.